Well, hello. Welcome to a new year and a new setup for the Bammsters show. This will be our first news block of the year. Basically, we've decided to go with a new format. So you're going to get two news blocks from us each week. One will come out on Mondays, the other one on Wednesdays. And then we will still have our Rated R podcast, which comes out on or around Wednesdays. So that we can still continue to bring you guys interviews, but at least that particular block will be more focused on just the interview itself or our regular topics like upcoming games and comic shop talk. Whereas with doing two news blocks a week, we can try to get things a little more close to when they actually hit the news cycle. So today with me in the hot seat, I have G. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. You don't want to say your name, Drac?
I don't know. Let's see how this works out first.
Okay. I
guess with everything else, I forgot that part.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. We're doing something new. And by the way, I'm Drac. Wait, I'm G. You're Drac. So, but yeah, we're doing something new. We're doing this little thing where we split them out. So now we have news. So for everybody who just wants news, subscribe to this part. And everybody who just wants us talking about, the big media topics, upcoming games, game dev interviews, etc. The Rated R is continuing, as Drac says, Wednesdays, but now without news. So you can choose a little bit, or you can listen to both. That also means if you listen to us in your car, you can get us 3 times a week. Although if you're doing that, you might have issues Friday because we might not be out early enough. Listen to us in your car going to work on Saturdays, yes.
Weekend edition.
Yeah. Work weekend edition, no thank you. Anyway, Drag, what is the news? This little roundup of the last few days' worth.
First up, are we possibly getting a new Alien game? It looks like the Alien Twitter account is teasing the possibility of a new game. Hopefully this will be better than it's not that the last Alien game that came out... Well, I'm forgetting about Alien Isolation as well, but prior to that, the other Alien game that came out... what was it? Colonial Marines by Gearbox. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of mixed things about that. It wasn't as bad as it was made out to be, but it wasn't as good as it was advertised either.
I'll be honest, the last Alien game I played came on a cassette tape for the Commodore 64.
Wow.
Might be a few days ago.
I think I might have just seen one of those. I was at a Retro City Festival this weekend up in Pomona. It's near LA. Something you guys will get to hear about in a couple of weeks. We've done an interview with the gentleman who publishes Old School Gamer magazine, and he was kind enough to invite me up there to join him, and it was really cool. I got to meet Walter Day, briefly meet Billy Mitchell.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was just the whole thing. Walter Day seems like a real old school kind of gentleman. He was really nice. He was cool. And Billy Mitchell was funny because they were setting up a Donkey Kong arcade system for him to sit and play on, and it was hilarious. He's got this sticker that says "Not Mame" on it that was plastered onto the side of the thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, Old School Gamer magazine, check it out. They have a website, they have a magazine that they publish. It's definitely worth a look if you have any interest in that kind of stuff. But back on topic, yes, no, there's possibility of a new Alien game coming out. It's looking like it may even be called Alien Blackout, based on a trademark that the company recently just acquired. So keep your eyes peeled for that in the near future, or maybe towards the end of the year, who knows.
Yeah, just never been a real Alien fan. It's just not me. I don't know why. I like the original Alien and Aliens. Somebody recently tweeted that Aliens is the best movie ever. It's like, not sure. So...
I think it depends on whether or not you like the suspense horror, the action kind of sci-fi. They both have their merits. The original Alien movie is more of a suspense horror film, and it was really good based on those merits. And I think that the second one, Aliens, was really good as a sci-fi action flick.
Perhaps, yeah. Aliens is probably more easily watchable. Let's put it that way. Anyway, staying on gaming. Slightly Mad Studio. Their CEO tweeted out, "The Mad Box is coming." And people went, wait, what? So apparently, Slightly Mad Studios, who you might know from Project Cars 2, game that didn't work quite as well as it should, and Need for Speed Shift, which was an okay game, they're making their own console.
So they're going to try and throw their hat into the ring, so to speak, with Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo.
Yeah, but also remember there's a few other ones that are saying that they're making consoles. There's a couple of the old ones coming out, or being remade or being updated.
So are we looking at the Sega Genesis of our generation?
Well, sorry, we might be looking at the Phantom console of our generation. If you remember that one.
No, I don't.
Infinium Labs 2003 came out and said, yeah, we're making a Phantom console, and then renamed themselves Phantom Entertainment. And in 2006, it never got released and never went anywhere. And they said, oh, yeah, we're taking the millions you gave us, and we got from investors, and making a keyboard.
Oh.
That's the only product they ever made. And CEO got actually charged with the pump and dump scheme, if you know those.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, with the way that I like to light up my PC, I gotta say I kind of like the look of this, and their response to some folks that were saying that the console was looking a little flamboyant was funny. He says, "We aren't making no stinking black slider to hide away on your rack."
Can I just point there and say, do you know what I want in a console? I want a console that fits in a rack. Right now, my consoles are visible. They're over under the TV. In the past, I built custom boxes to put them in the hallway and then just run wires. So the only thing you could see was a TV on the wall, and everything was done remote. So I don't want to look at them. They're ugly.
Well, this one isn't necessarily. Well, I won't say it's not ugly. I guess it depends on whether or not you like the design, but I do get that because I don't know that especially if I'm playing in a room where I've got the lights off playing a game where I necessarily want some other kind of light source blaring in my eyes while I'm trying to play the game, but I guess it just depends on how bright the lights are and whether or not that's that distracting from the screen.
Yeah, no, I just don't want them. And I like the visuals of there's just a white wall, there's a black TV, there's nothing else. Sure, a cable channel that runs up to the TV, and that's it.
You don't do the lights behind your TV?
No.
You know what? I don't have that either. I never quite understood it. Maybe it's because I don't have it, where they do the backlighting on the TV.
Well, remember, Philips did this first, right? It was built into Philips TVs, and they actually changed the color depending on the content. It was actually that looked good. The ones who just do a single color, meh, don't bother.
Oh yeah, no, but is it supposed to like make you feel like you have a bigger TV screen or something, or?
Well, it removes the black edges, so your brain kind of assumes that there's more to look at out over those corners.
Okay.
The way Philips did it, so your brain relaxes a little bit more.
Well, I guess if we're going to be talking about TVs and technology and whatnot, there's something really big going on this week. You wanted to talk about CES.
I did, because, yeah, you're right. CES starts, if people listen to this Monday, starts tomorrow. Or if you're catching, I guess the big press conference starts Monday. So, tomorrow. That's we're recording Sunday. But, CES is one of those, it's a lot of noise, it's a lot of things. But dear Lord, is it a lot of spam and a lot of, oh, look, we made a USB thing that does something weird. Good on you.
I saw some of the announcements for some of the tech that's expected to be spoken about while there, and not really a lot is jumping out as anything that, I mean, in some years previous, I would see something that I'd be excited about, but this year, I don't know, not too much. You know, one of the things that they're expecting to focus on is the 8K TVs. Why? I mean, I get that technology evolves over time, but I don't know that if you already have a 4K TV, why would you push to an 8K? I don't see the point or the purpose. I guess maybe if you don't already have a 4K TV, maybe you just splurge and go to the 8K. But I mean, how much programming is even really using that stuff yet, or expected to in the near future?
Nothing. That's the headache. There's nothing that's relevant in 8K. Yeah, you can get content that is 8K, but you have to get dedicated. So it's on the list of things I wouldn't care about. Except now that all the rich people are going, yay, I have an 8K TV because, hey, it's a way of measuring your penis, right? All the 4K TVs will go down in price.
Oh.
So now 4K and UHD starts to become reasonable.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah. But on TVs, I mean, bent screens, rolling screens, screens that can do all sorts of weird physical things that screens aren't supposed to do. That's coming out. So you can now, there'll be a bent phone, the Royole Flex Pi phone. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes out with a laptop that can bend, where you don't have a keyboard, you just have screen all over the place.
I've seen not bendable screens, but I've seen like a fold-out screen for a laptop. I know that there are some cell phones that are having those folding screens that they're expected to show this year.
Is that the Royole Flex Pi?
Yeah,
One of them. It looks cute. I would want one, but beyond that,
I know that they advertise these things, the rollout ones, the ones that you can roll out. They're like, oh, this is so you don't have to take up a wall in your living room or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, how many people are really going to roll that thing up when they're not using it?
it's a little bit like you've seen the ones with the TV that races out of a socket. Never seen the TVs that race out from behind something.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people have like a faux fireplace, so the TV kind of slides into the fireplace and it runs like a fireplace channel, log channel. And then when they want to watch TV, it slides up and becomes a real TV. How many people actually slide the TV back down? How many just leave it in the push a button ready to play?
Yeah, I think the technology they need to be working towards is holographic TVs. Because then when you turn the TV off, it's not taking up the wall.
Yeah, no. That will only be for porn. So much holographic porn.
You had to go there, huh?
No, the big fun one that's going to be entertaining to watch, TVs with voice control. You get Toshiba will be there with a TV having Alexa built in. And just imagine, instead of taking a remote, push a button, right? You just talk to your TV. Next channel, next channel, next channel, next channel. That's going to be fun, isn't it?
I imagine the family infighting that could go on, especially if you've got a couple of kids in front of the TV.
CNN, Disney, CNN, Disney, Fox News.
Yeah. Like, wait. Sorry, you got some strange kids if they want to watch CNN and Fox News.
Well, I'm thinking mom, kids, dad, right?
Yeah, okay. All right. I was just thinking two kids, both of them trying to watch their favorite show, switching back and forth through voice commands.
Yeah.
You thought it was bad when the kids would fight over the remote. Now there's no remote to fight over.
Well, it makes it easier to punch.
Hands-free combat. Well, not really.
Well, it means they don't have something in their hand they can throw at the other one.
So anything besides TVs and foldable screens that you'll be looking to then? I know there was a lot of stuff on drones and...
Drones don't. No, because there's a lot of tech that we already have. That's just going to be the next version of a drone. Yes, it weighs 2 grams less and it has slightly bigger wings or slightly more battery. There's going to be so much stuff that's just iteration that is going to be boring. That's why the foldable screens actually coming somewhere is interesting. There will be, I guess you Americans are rolling out 5G, so every single phone operator in your country is getting ready to roll out or has started rolling out 5G, and they'll be talking about 5G phones, which is just phones with more phone in it, right?
Well, I mean, 5G, I'm assuming just like the upgrade to 4G provided, faster network speed, more bandwidth. I'm assuming that's going to be the same deal with 5G. Now, you say you Americans, does that mean that you guys over there in the EU have already gone to 5G, or you haven't yet?
Well, that's the thing. 5G means different things in the US and Europe, so yeah. We have what we call 5G, right? It's a mess. But we don't have what the Japanese call 5G, which is even faster. So the one big thing with the 5G network that you guys rolling out is that there will be... you can start building this stuff into IoT, Internet of Things. So instead of the thing that I always complain about, IoT things always have Wi-Fi and no Ethernet plug. But going forward, you'll see them with phone capability built in. Not necessarily microphone speaker stuff, but for tracking wherever they are, like IoT things for your bicycle, or printers for that matter might even go so far as to have. Just why have Wi-Fi when you can just have 5G everywhere, right? Yeah, drones, as you mentioned before, we will likely see, if not at CES, then over the next year, drones with 5G built in, so they can track themselves constantly.
Well, I guess here at Bammsters, we're going to need to research that because we're still stuck at 1G.
Yeah, but we have the best.
Boom.
Cars are a big thing though, and again, expect to see Internet of Cars, cars with internet connections that track and can be hacked and remote steered and all that stuff that you see in movies. Yay! So 5G cars, smart showers, smart homes, everything smart for the home. More microwaves that you can talk to, more ovens that you can give instructions to. As I said, showers that can talk back to you. You name it. The only really big thing, I've looked at all the stuff that I can find. AR is going to probably be a big thing. It might not, but VR, no VR. That's going to be interesting. AR, there's some good chances that we'll see stuff. But no, AMD will be there. They have a keynote Wednesday. That's the only one I'm going to be interested in. They'll be announcing the Zen 2 CPUs. And they say they're announcing next generation GPUs. I'm just looking at my note and there's a U missing, so it says CPS.
Well, I guess that'll wrap up our preview for CES. And then for more information on that, tune back on Friday when G and Bam will be telling us all the things that they were seeing from CES.
Yeah, so if you liked getting some bit of roundup of news and what to expect, subscribe. Hit that like button. Punch Drag in the face. I don't know. Do something.
Hey, now, I get enough of that. But yes, please. We do appreciate it. It does help out. Always feel free to comment and offer any thoughts you have. We're happy to respond.
Ciao.